construction paper that you're gonna need. We're gonna need construction paper for the bat body. We're gonna need white glue or a glue stick. Your bat is definitely gonna need eyes, so googly eyes, or you can use white cardstock for the eyes. You're gonna need a black marker, metallic markers or chalk or any old markers that you have lying around, clear tape and scissors. So if you haven't got your bat supplies yet, now's a good time to go run and grab those. The event will start very, very soon. We're just waiting for all the kids to arrive. Once again, happy Halloween. Wave hi. Give me a thumbs up. Do a mustache dance. That means whatever it wants to mean to you. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I think you guys, one more time, for the supplies, you're going to need black construction paper, different color construction paper for the body, glue or glue stick, googly eyes, white cardstock for the bat eyes, a black marker, metallic markers or chalk, clear tape, and scissors. So thank you so much for joining us on Halloween. We're so excited that you decided to spend this little portion with us. We're gonna get very creative. We have a super fun Halloween party planned for all of you over the next hour. So first we're gonna design a paper bat that you can customize and make all your own. Scenic Solly's gonna show you how to do that, our artist wizard of the hour. Next, we're gonna show you how to use that same technique to make endless amounts of monster friends. So one bat is not enough, he definitely needs friends. So we're gonna show you how to do that. We're also gonna spotlight some of your super cool costumes that we see out there in the crowd. So make sure to practice your poses. If you're a princess, do princess pose. If you're a Superman, practice how to shoot out your web because we wanna see all your fun poses. That's during the costume parade. And if you didn't have a chance to complete our Monster Eye Challenge before the event, we're going to quickly show you how to monsterify your house. And I'll show you some quick pictures of that shortly. And definitely make sure you stick around to the very end when we have a special Crayola prize pack draw. So we'll find out who our winner is at the end of this Halloween hour. So some technical stuff. I think we're just shy of our max number of cameras on the screen. So everybody should be able to have their camera on. If you're having issues seeing us or hearing us, we recommend that you try joining from another device. If you have one handy, you can all give me a thumbs up if you can see us and hear us. We hope that you can. Now we have tons of kids joining us from all over the world, actually. So we have California in the house, and when you hear your city or state, you can give me a little whoop whoop. We have California, we have Texas, Texas Wave, we have Florida, Arizona. Over in Canada, we have Ontario, we have Quebec. Back to USA, we have New Jersey, New York, Ohio. I actually think I even spotted someone from New Zealand, which is super far away. The first time I went in New Zealand, it's right where they are. So we have so many kids on the call. We're so happy to see you all during Halloween. And if your name is on the screen isn't yours, so my name is Magenta, emphasis on the Gen. So I changed my name on the screen, because there will be a time where you want to share your projects with us. We want to definitely hear you. So if you know how to change your name on the screen, you can do so. And that way we know who's talking to us. So one last thing, what is Crayola Imagine Arts Academy? So we hope that you have tons of fun during the next hour, but the fun does not have to stop here. Crayola Imagine Arts Academy is a new children's enrichment arts company that is a partnership between Crayola and To Inspire. You may know our sister company, Mad Science, from your local communities, and we are all about teaching kids just like you art with purpose. So from introducing you to art from around the world, we have programs teaching you all about protecting animals through art. We have programs that are learning about awesome design careers. And what we do is we use art and empathy to introduce kids just like you to the beautiful art world around you. We have camps, birthday parties, after school programs, and now we are bringing it all to you virtually. So I think that's it for me. I'm gonna take a look at all the kids on the screen and give me a thumbs up if you are ready to get creative. Woo! Okay, awesome. So I'm going to pass it off to the artist wizard of the hour, like I said, Scenic Solly, and he will get you started.
Yeah. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Scenic Solly. I'm coming from our Crayola Imagine Arts Academy studio from Northeast Ohio, and I'm so excited to have everybody here. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays because of the costumes and the candy and the trick-or-treats and the fun crafts. So I am thrilled to be here with you guys, and I'm thrilled to have you guys here with me in our art studio. Now, like Magenta said, we're going to be doing a bunch of different arts and crafts today. But like I said, Halloween is one of my favorites because of the costumes. So I think I see a bunch of you guys have costumes and brought your costumes with us today. I would love to see some of your costumes. So I think
so if you want to show us your costume, you can raise your hand and we'll spotlight you and you can tell us all about what you're wearing. We'll try to get through as many as we can, okay? So I am going to go to Callie May. So I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself, Callie May.
Do you want to show your costume?
No. I'm wearing Harry Potter, the Harry Potter girl from Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Oh, very cool. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I loved it.
Okay, next we're going to go to Julian J.
True from the Rainbow Kingdom.
Hey, Julian.
Say hi.
Hi. I'm a ninja.
Whoa.
Whoa, look at that. You came prepared with a costume. That's awesome, Julian. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, next we have Asda. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
I'm Ray.
From Star Wars.
From Star Wars.
Ooh, Star Wars. Cool.
Wow. That's so cool. That's awesome.
Okay, next during our costume parade, we have Friedan. I think I know what Friedan is. Superman, cool.
Superman, look at that. Give us a nice big muscle pose. Superman, look at that. Wow. So cool.
Okay, next we're going to go to Emily and Victoria.
That's you guys.
Hi there.
I'm a unicorn with. I'm a cat.
A cat and a unicorn witch. This is so creative. I love it. Love the colors.
Okay, I think we'll take a few more costumes. We'll get started with the bat and then we'll go back to your costumes afterwards. So now I'm going to go to Emily. Emily, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
You sure you know one?
Hello, I'm Emily, and I'm going to be a robber.
Oh, Robert. Ooh, whoa. Where'd you go? Just kidding. You're still there. Look at you, Emily. I love it.
Very cool. Okay, two more and then we'll get started with our bats because I think you guys are all ready to get creative. Next up, Ryan. Ryan, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. You might not be able to see now.
I am able to see.
What are
what's
you,
your
Ryan?
costume?
Ryan, who are you?
I'm a ninja.
You're a ninja. You're a very good ninja. I don't think anybody would ever see. Whoa! That was really cool. That's awesome costume, Ryan.
Okay, so I think we'll get started with our bat craft. Don't take off your costumes because we're going to come back to your costumes later. But first, we're going to get started with our bat craft. Are you all ready? Woo! Okay.
All right. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Thank you for showing us all of your costumes. Like Magenta said, we're going to be doing some more costumes a little bit later, but I think we want to get our hands dirty with a little bit of bat creations. Are you guys ready? Give me a nice big thumbs up if you're ready.
I have a question.
Okay. Ooh, we have a question, Miss Magenta. Let's see.
Magenta.
What is your question?
What if we don't have the supplies we need?
So that is a great question. If you don't have the supplies, what you can do is you can take a look at what Scenic Solly is doing. If you have a pen and paper, you can take notes, and we think that you can get the supplies after the event. So don't log off. You can take a look at, write down all of the tips.
I don't have a material either. I don't have those like markers.
I think what you have to do is wait till Scenic Solly finishes the bat. I think everything will be super clear afterwards. And then after, if you still have the same question, we'll help you out on how to do this at home if you don't have all the supplies. But we think it's definitely doable with the supplies that you have.
All righty. I think we're ready. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if we're ready. Awesome. I see a bunch of thumbs up.
Yes.
So I'm ready. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna start off with some construction paper. If you've got a purple or a brown or a black even, we're gonna start off with a nice little colored construction paper. So if you have your construction paper, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and we're just gonna put it down on that table because we are gonna make a nice little tube like our little creations over here. So the way we do that is we are going to roll our construction paper. All right, so now we have a nice little tube of construction paper. It's gonna try to get away from you. So the way that we stop it from getting away is we are gonna take some of our tape. So if you have some clear tape on you, we should be nice and ready to go. So I like to hold my tube in one hand and I'm gonna rip off some tape with the other and we're just gonna tape that tube together. That way it doesn't go rolling away from us. If you have mom and dad around, they can help you out too. That way it doesn't go rolling away. Sometimes it takes more than 2 hands. But we're just gonna tape our tube together. I like to use 2 pieces of tape. Make sure it really doesn't roll away. I usually put one towards the top and then one towards the middle. So now we've got our bat, and our bat, it now has a body. So we've got our tape on there. We've got our bat, we've got our body. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna give our bat some really unique little ears. So we're gonna give our bat some ears. So the way you do that is take your thumb and we are just gonna take the top of it. I like to start with the back, the part that we just taped. I like to start with that. It makes it a little bit easier. So if you just take your thumb and we're just gonna push it down a little bit. And you'll notice that it starts to bend a little bit and it starts to have those little pointed ears. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna do the same thing to the front. We're just gonna give it a little bend. So that way we've got our 2 little bat ears. All right, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. You guys can do that and then we'll go on to our next step. All right.
I don't get it.
I can do it again. That's okay. So once again, we're going to have our little bat rolled up and we're just going to push down. So that way we've got a nice little crease along the back. And we're gonna take the front and we're gonna push down the front as well. Sometimes if you have those ears, sometimes you have to pinch the ears a little bit. That way you've got some nice pointed ears. All right, and even if it doesn't stick up, mine seem to be staying, but just in case, we can always use a little bit more tape. So we're just gonna take a little bit more tape and we're just gonna tape that little bit down.
I'm still
My thing won't go down, so I don't know how to make the ears.
Let's see, I can do it again. So
Maybe, do we have a spotlight cam going?
Yes, we do.
Oh, sorry, not a spotlight cam, a close-up cam, sorry. That was,
what's up, Cam?
I think it's off right now. Okay, there we go.
All right. Okay, so I can do it again with our close-up cam. That way everybody can see us. We are gonna take our tube. Let's get our tube back to normal. All right, so we have our tube. It's just a nice empty tube, and we're just gonna take our thumb, and right where we split it, we're just gonna take our thumb, and we're just gonna push just a little bit, and it should just leave that little bit of an indent. All right, and sometimes you can even take it where this crease is and give it a little pinch. That way, we've got the back of our ears, and then if we flip it over, we're gonna do the same thing with the front. So we're just gonna give it a little push, And we're going to do a little pinch on the ears. And then we'll have our little bit of bat ears. Let's see if we can get it to focus a little better. There we go. All right. So that one is actually the hardest step. The rest of the steps are all pretty easy. So once you've got your bat ears, one thing that we know about bats is along with the bat ears, they need bat wings. So we're going to take our black piece of paper next. These are going to be our bat wings. If you have purple or other colors, that's okay too. I like black. My black, lets me know that it's a bat. So we're going to hold our bat wings just like this, a nice long ways, and we're going to put it down on the table again, and we are going to do some folding. That'll give it the nice bat wing texture. So if you look at your thumb, you've got a thumbnail on your thumb. We want to fold it the length of our thumbnail. So if we just give it a little fold, just like that, it's going to be the length of our thumbnail, and we are going to crease, it means push down really hard on where we just folded, and that'll give us just a nice little fold on our piece of paper. Now, once you have that crease, we're actually going to fold it what we call accordion style. So the way we do that is we're going to take our piece of paper and we are going to flip it over. And we're going to fold it again the length of our thumbnail. And we just want to make sure that we push down. And that way, it'll actually be folded accordion style. So once you have it folded like that, we're going to flip it again. So we can flip it again. And then we're going to fold about the length of your thumbnail. And we're just going to push down so that way it's nice and creased. And we're going to do that all the way until we get to the end of our paper. So we're going to flip and then fold it down. Again, these are giving our bats some nice bat wings. And then we're going to flip again. We're going to do it all the way down the paper. Now, you might be asking yourself, we only have one bat wing. Actually, we're going to cut it in half. That'll give us both, all two of our bat wings, because bats like to have two wings. It helps them fly. So we're just going to crease all the way up. Now, when we're done, if you guys want to give me a nice big thumbs up, I'll show you guys what to do on the next step. All right. Awesome. I see some nice thumbs up. So you should have a nice little creased accordion style piece of paper. And again, if you look at it, it kind of gives it that nice little batty texture. If you take your wings, I see some nice thumbs up. I'll give it a couple seconds for everyone to finish up. But our next step, and I'll show it twice, we're going to take our wings and we're actually just going to fold them in half a little bit. So that way you should have this nice little hoop in our bat wings. Because what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut our bat wings. That'll give us two bat wings instead of one. So you can just take your scissors and give it a nice little cut. Now we've got two little bat wings. All right. So when you have your two bat wings, give me a nice big thumbs up and I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, I see a couple of thumbs up. I see some people are still cutting and folding, so that's okay. Take your time. We want to make sure that everyone's got a nice fun bat, or at least knows
some
how to do
people are still working. Is it okay if we take some questions? If someone has a question about a step, are we okay to take some questions? So if you have a question up until this point, you can raise your hand. I'm going to go to Geo Fried. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Geo Fried, you just have to unmute yourself.
Okay, go.
So I actually would pronounce it as you, but I just wanted to ask, but I just don't get it how to fold the paper, how to get the accordion shape.
Okay. So the way we do that is you take your paper and we're just going to fold the bottom half just a little bit.
Okay, but
Okay.
also, my pieces of paper are stuck to a notebook, so I can't really get them out.
Oh, so you can go ahead and, I mean, if you're allowed, if you ask your grown-up, if you're allowed to rip out those pieces of paper, that would be very
I
helpful.
think it would be
Yeah,
smoother.
that's okay.
Yeah, it definitely helps if you've got some nice loose paper. It makes it a whole lot easier to fold.
Okay, so do I put the length of my thumbnail?
So we're gonna go over the accordion fold one more time, okay?
Mhm. If we want to do it close up, we can do it close up. And that way we can kind of see a little
Okay,
bit
let's
better.
do it in the close-up, Kim.
All right, so I took my paper and I gave it this nice little fold at the bottom. Again, we just want it to be a little thumbnail length. I'll try to get it focused a little bit. There we go. So now it's a nice little thumbnail length. We're actually going to take our paper and we're going to flip it upside down. And we are going to, again, give it a nice little fold back the other way. And we are going to crease it. Put your fingers and we're going to push down real hard. And we're getting a nice little crease. And then we're going to flip it over again. And we're just going to keep folding. Just like that. And we're going to do that all the way up. And what you'll notice is your paper will actually get to be folded back and forth because we are flipping it upside down. So we're just going to fold our piece of paper and we're just going to do that all the way until we get to our end. I see a few people are doing really good. I see a few wings ready to be attached. For everyone else, we're just going to, like I said, fold and make sure we push down real hard. That'll give us those nice folded edges. And then we're going to flip and fold. We'll flip again until we get all the way to the end of our paper. All right, and then at the very end, what you'll notice is you have a nice little accordion style of paper. Once you have your accordion style paper, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to finish up. We're going to find about where the middle is. See how they kind of look like bat wings now? And we are going to take our bat wings and we are going to fold them over in half. So that way you have a nice little loop and you have the bat wings kind of hanging there. And we're just going to take our scissors and we are going to cut our bat wings right in half. That will give us our 2 bat wings instead of just our 1. All right. So now that we've got our bat wings and we've got our bat body, we need somewhere to put our bat wings. Now, you can use glue. I find it a whole lot easier that tape works a lot quicker. So we are going to actually use some tape, and the way that we do that, we're actually going to use our scissors in order to make a space for us to put our bat wings. So everyone give me a nice big thumb. We're going to use that big thumb, and we are going to measure from the top of our bat. That way we're not putting some wings on our bat's head, and we're going to put it right about where the bottom of our thumb is. So just a nice big little gap. And we're going to fold it a little bit. So it's just nice and pinched. And we're going to use our scissors and we are going to make, again, just a tiny little incision, a little cut. So that way we've got a nice little hole on our bat. We don't want to cut our bat's head off. We just want to make a nice little cut so that we have somewhere to put our wings. So we're going to put a cut on one side and a cut on the other. All right. So we should have 2 little bat wing holes where we're going to put our bat wings. All right. So once we've got all that figured out, we've got our bat ears, we've got our bat body, we now have somewhere that we can put our bat wings. I see a couple of people still working, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. What you're going to do next is we are going to find our bat wings. And we are going to take the very end of our bat wing and we are just going to put it, if you give it a little bend, that actually helps a little bit. So we can actually give it a little bend. And we're going to put our bat wing into the hole we just made. So we can just put it in the hole. And now we've got one little bat wing. And if you don't hold it, it might fall over. But that's why, let's keep it nice and held. And then we can take our other bat wing and we're just going to put it into our second bat hole. And they might start to fly away, but that's our next step, is we're going to make sure that they don't fly away on us. All right. So I'll do that again for you guys. Take my wings out. Those holes we just made, we're just going to take our bat wings. We're going to give them a little pinch, and we're just going to slide them through your hole. If you didn't make yourself a big enough hole, you might need to use your scissors and just make a little bit bigger of a hole. Sometimes our wings are a little bit too big for our holes. So we're just going to make our holes just a little bit bigger. All right. Okay, I see some bats coming along. We're starting to get a bat shape going on. We've got our bat bodies going on. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds and then I'll show you our next step. I think for our next step, we're gonna do another close-up because this one is a little bit tricky as well, but I know you guys can do it. You guys seem smart. All right, so when you're ready, we're gonna take our tape and we're gonna make what I like to call a little tape donut. We're actually just going to roll our tape. Some of you might have done this before, but we're going to roll our tape into a tape donut, and it's going to help us tape our wings down. So if we take off a little piece of tape, not too much, just a little bit, we're just going to take off a little piece of tape, and what you're going to do is you're going to take that tape, and we're going to fold one half of it up, and we're going to fold the other half on top of it. And you're going to end up with a nice little tape ball. So it should be a nice little roll of tape, a nice little tape donut, as I like to call it. So if you have a tape donut, give me a nice big thumbs up. We'll do one tape donut at a time. And we're going to be making some more tape donuts in a little bit. All right, so once you have your tape donut, we are just going to attach it to the bottom of the wing. If we can go back to our zoomed out view, our big camera. Perfect. So we're going to take our little tape donut. I've got it stuck to my finger here. And we're just going to put it at the very bottom of the edge of our wing. All right. So it's just going to be stuck to the bottom of our wing. And then carefully, we're going to take that wing and we are going to tape it to our body. I always find if I take my finger and I put it through the bottom and just give it a nice big pinch, it'll make it stick really well. And I usually count to 5 seconds and then I can let it go and we'll see if it stays. Just like that. So now we've got one little wing. He looks like he's waving to you, but we're actually going to attach the other wing as well. So we're going to take our tape and we're going to do the exact same thing with our second wing. And we'll see if we can get it to stick. Again, if you have any questions, you just want to raise your hand. I know some of these are a little bit tricky. But again, we're just going to make another second tape donut. We're going to put it on the bottom of our second wing. Get on there. Perfect. And then we're going to take our wing and we're going to fold it down. Sometimes your wings like to come out. That's okay. We just put them right back in. We're going to tape our wing. Again, we're going to pinch and we're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're starting to get ourselves a nice little bat. Got some wings. We've got some ears. He seems to be missing something. Oh, I see some nice bats. I see some good bats come along. We seem to be missing something though. What is my bat missing? He's missing a face. So some people, they like to have angry bats. Anybody want an angry bat? Some people like to have goofy bats. Sometimes we can do goofy bats. Some people like to do smiling bats, happy bats. So what we're going to do, the way that we show what our bat wants to look like is we can give it some different eyes. And I'm going to show you guys how to make some different eyes. For my first bat, I'm going to give him some googly eyes. So if you have some googly eyes, that's one way. That's a nice, easy way. Again, we're going to use our little tape donut. So if you have googly eyes, I'm just going to add some quick little googly eyes to mine. And then I'll show you guys how to make different types of eyes for our different emotions. So if you want some goofy eyes, we can just add some nice little googly eyes to our bats. But I'm going to show you guys in 1 second how we're going to make some different, even more fun, different emotions of eyes. All right. So if you want a goofy bat, you can give him some googly eyes. You can even give him a third googly eye. It's Halloween. We like to make monsters here. All right. So we can make some different eye styles. And I'm going to show you guys how to make those different eye styles, but I brought some other bats with me. So if you wanted another goofy bat, we can give our bat some goofy eyes. Or if you wanted a sad bat, we can give our bat some sad eyes. Or finally, if you want to have a little bit of an angry bat, we can give them some angry bat eyes. So would you guys like to see how to make the different eyes? Yeah, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to make some different eyes, and we'll see how we can make them. All right. So the way that I made my eyes, I used cardstock. It gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more weight to it. It makes it a little bit easier, heavier for them to stay on. But we're going to use our close-up cam, and I'm going to show you guys how to make these different types of eyes.
I just want to say, after we make the eyes, we'll take some more questions. If someone hasn't, if someone's not at the same pace as Scenic Solly, that's okay. If you don't have the supplies, once again, this is being recorded, so you can always go back and look at Scenic Solly's instructions at your own pace. But right after the eyes, we'll take some more questions, okay?
All right, so we can make our eyes 3 different types of eyes. We're going to show you guys. So our different types of eyes are going to be a bunch of fun. We have a very simple eye we're going to start off with, and it just starts off with 2 different ovals. So we're just going to start off with an oval here, and we're going to start off with an oval here. And if you want your eyes to be looking at you, it's very easy. You just have to take your pupils, or the little dots inside of the eyes, and we're just going to put them in on the inside. That makes it look like it's looking at you instead of looking through you. Now, if you want an angry bat, we can actually change the shape of our eyes to make it look a little bit angry. The way that we do that is, instead of an oval, we're going to start off with a little bit of a downward line here. We're just going to start off with a downward line like that, and a second downward line like that, and it already looks a little bit angry. And we're just going to make our nice little semicircle just like that. And now we've got some nice angry eyes. We can give them some pupils as well. So now we've got some angry eyes. So just by changing the shape of our eyes, we give our bat a whole lot of emotion. And we'll do one last final eye. Our final eye is going to be a cute or sad eye. And the way we do that is we just flip those lines and we turn them outward. So if we want to make our lines going outward and our other line going outward, we're going to take our bat eyes and we're just going to make them go like that. And just like that, they already look pretty sad. We're going to put our little pupils in there again. And now we've got some different sad eyes. So you can use whatever eyes you want, but different eyes are able to give your bats different emotions. So I want to see what you guys can do, and then you can cut them out and put them on your different bats, and we can actually do some different eyes. But I think we've got some questions, so I'm going to help out with some questions.
So I'm going to go to Emily and Victoria. Do you guys have a question?
Yes. The question is, like, for the tape roll, how do we tape it?
Okay, so
I got a little mixed up.
okay. So did you get mixed up with the rolling part or with the taping part?
The taping.
The taping, okay. So on our bats, we want to put it, so we have our bat wing hanging out like this. So we have the top of our bat and the bottom wing of our bat. If you just put it on the bottom of our wing, so that way we have our tape roll and we have our tape donut on the bottom of our wing, we're just going to take that bottom of the wing and we're going to attach it to the bottom of the bat. Again, if you give it a nice little pinch for about 5 seconds, it makes it stick really well and it'll get stuck there. All right.
Okay, if anyone has any other questions, you can raise your hands. Okay, we're going to go to Zuri.
Put on the wings.
How do we put on the wings? So, if you have your wings, I'll use this little guy. If you have your bat wings, we're going to take our little bat wings and we're going to, remember we had our accordion wings, we're going to give it a nice little pinch, and we made that little hole earlier. So again, you're just going to pinch your little bat wings and we're just going to put it into our little hole. Again, if you didn't cut your hole big enough, you might just want to give it a little bit further of a cut, and we're going to put it into that wing. So again, just to show you how to cut it, I just gave my bat a little pinch, and then I used my scissors, and we just were able to cut a little hole. Again, my hole is probably, again, just the length of my thumbnail. That way it's nice and in there. So then you'll just have your two little bat wings sticking out just like that.
I think we'll take one more question, but I see some bats flying around that look awesome. So if you're already done, congrats. We'll take some more questions. You can, if you're done, you can practice drawing different eyes. You can maybe switch out your eyes on your bat. But for those of you who haven't finished, I will take one more question if anyone has questions on how to finish their bat. I'm going to go to Hannah Banana.
My wing fell off and I'm trying to retape it, but it's not exactly long enough. And I also know that bats don't have lips, but I made lips for mine. Can I show you?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see it. Awesome. So that was actually
I didn't have white paper. I had a piece of white paper, but it had writing on both sides.
That's okay.
So I used marker.
One thing, yeah, you can use marker. That's a really good point. So for our face, if you don't have an extra piece of paper, we also like to use, if you have Crayola metallic markers, they work really well. I did one on this bat and it shows up really well. I gave him some nice little things. That would have been our next step, but you filled in very nicely. So I gave my bat some little things. I used metallic marker. If you don't have metallic markers, chalk will also work. So I used some nice Crayola chalk, and that will also work, especially if you used a nice black bat. It might be a little bit hard to see with a normal marker. But that's a very good point. So Magenta, unless we have another question, I would love to see some of our bat creations. I see some of them already, and I'm super excited to see them.
I think we can go on to some bats and you guys can tell us all about why you made them, why you made the faces the way you made them, if you have any bat names so far. So I'm going to go to anyone whose bat's flying around. We'll spotlight you. Hope to get to as many people as we can. I'm going to go to Sanu. I'm going to spotlight you. I don't know if you can unmute yourself, but I see tons of bats flying around there.
Whoa.
I'm going to, oh, their camera went off.
There they're back.
Very, very cool. So many bats. Awesome.
I love the different bat eyes. It seems like we've got 3 different types of bat eyes. That's so cool.
My bat is happy and her bat is sad because she said it bruised its wing.
You guys did so well.
Thanks
I
for
love
sharing.
the different faces. I love the smiling bat too. Every bat needs a
Okay,
little
let's see who else's bat is flying around here. I'm going to go to Avery. Avery, I'm going to spotlight you, okay? Avery, do you want to show us your bat? Wow.
Oh, nice. You gave it a nice big googly eye. Can you wave it around and show us a googling? Do a nice little google. Nice, I love it. You got a nice little monster bat going on there. That's so cool.
I'm going to spotlight Dominic because Dominic's bat has wings that are upwards, which is really cool.
Whoa. It looks like he's trying to fly away. That's awesome. And I love the big googly eyes too. It definitely gives it that nice fun emotion.
Yeah.
You did a good job, Dominic.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Or should we say Mario?
Yeah.
Okay, wave your bat around if you want to show it to us. We see them all. If I don't get to, we definitely see them all.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about all these different bats is that you all took your own creativity and just did your own different bats. That's so awesome. I love seeing different types of bats.
I'm gonna go to Carson because I see some fangs on Carson's. Oh, Carson, you're looking away right now. You want to show us your bat? Oh, your bat's hiding.
There. Hold it up.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. You gave it some nice fangs. Awesome. I love your bat, Carson.
Thank you.
I see two bat friends at the top, Madeline and Alex, or Madeline. I'm gonna ask to unmute you. Just have to look at the M's. Okay, if you want to unmute yourself, you can tell us all about your bat.
Mm-hmm.
She is smiling and she's showing her sharp teeth, and her name is Elizabeth. This is Batty, and he's a Goofy.
He sure looks goofy with his tongue sticking out. That's funny. I like that a lot.
Okay, I'm going to go to, let me see who else we have here. I'm going to try and look at all of the screens. I'm going to go to Neil because Neil has different colors of bats, which is really cool. Neil Sharma.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I have two bats because my sister's here. So here's hers, and I have mine. We didn't have the same exact colors, so we just tried to use some other ones.
No, I love that you did different colors. That gives it a nice little creative, unique bats. That makes us know that they're your bats and not anybody else's. I love those different colors. You guys did awesome.
I'm going to go to Braxton because Braxton also has some different colors.
Tell them about your bat.
Tell them about your bats.
My bats are
They're scary bats. Huh? Show them, wave them around, go, ooh.
We're very scared. We're very
Cool bats. Get different eyes and googly.
Those are those are some very scary bats. You did so good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we'll go to one more. And if you guys also want to tell us about your costumes when we're spotlighting you, you can do that. I'm going to go to Lily. Lily has a very creative face.
I actually put lipstick on my bat and eyelashes because it's a girl, and I did black for the body instead of purple.
I love, that's so creative. I love the little lipstick. Does your bat have a name?
Not yet. I'm still
Not yet. We'll get to that, right? As a very girly bat, I love it so much.
Do we want to move on to the monster eyes? The monster eye part?
We can do some monster eyes. Did we want to show more costumes? I think we had some more kids who want to show us.
Sure. If you want to show us your bat and your costume, you can raise your hand. Tell us about what you're going to be for the rest of the day. I'm looking for some hands. Cecilia, do you want to go ahead?
This is my bat.
You gotta hold it more.
I made a little funny face. Her tongue is sticking out, and I put things on the sides and a little nose and some eyelashes.
Very, very cool. And what's your costume?
Cleopatra.
Wow, creative. I love it. That's so cool. And I also see you've got some monster eyes behind
And these looks like a bat.
They sure do. I also see you have monster eyes behind you. Did you make some monster eyes?
No, my mom did.
Your mom did? Awesome.
She's right next to me.
I'm going to go to Alyssa because I see your hand is raised and I see a bat in front of you.
I have this bat, and it has googly eyes and this original Halloween face.
Very cool mouth.
Very nice.
And I'm dressed as a bat too.
How convenient. That's so cool. You guys match. Good job. You did awesome.
Okay, if you want to show off your bat or your costume, give me a raised hand. I'm going to go to Peyton. I see your hand raised all the way to the ceiling. Peyton, can you unmute yourself?
There you go.
I'm a Cheshire cat for Halloween, and my bat's name is Cupcake.
Cupcake. That's so awesome. I love that name, and I love your costume.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, who else do we have here? We have Hannah H. I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
There you go. Facing eyes.
Hi. This is my bat, and her name's Violet.
Nice. Let's see. Can you raise it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Nice. I love your wings. You did a good job with those wings. I like them a lot.
Thank you.
And what is your costume?
Oh, sorry, I unmuted you, Hannah H. You have to unmute yourself again, sorry.
I'm a witch.
You're a witch. That's awesome.
Okay, let's see who else we have here. I'm going to go to Hi. Hi. Hi.
This is my bat.
Very cool.
Got some googly eyes.
I made tiny little things with a white oil pastel.
Very creative. Did you give it some ears? I see you gave it some special ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
It's too hard for me to do the indent thingy.
That's okay. You were creative about it. You came up with your own solution. I like that. It was very creative.
Okay. Maybe we'll take a couple more and then we'll go to the Monstars, if that's okay, Scenic Solly.
That sounds great.
Just want to share some of the Facebook posts that we got for people who did the challenges in advance. But for right now, I'll take two more. You can share your costume, or you can share your bat, or you can share both. I'm going to go to Doran.
Hi, everyone. This is my bat.
Very
Nice.
cool.
His name is Lazy Bat.
I can tell he's a bat.
Also wrote down I'm a bat.
Very cool eyes. Why is your bat lazy?
Because he has lazy eyes.
Oh. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Okay, we'll take one more for now, and then we'll go back to some art. And then if we have time at the very end, we'll spotlight some more kids. But thank you so much. Your creations all look so cool. Okay, I'm going to go to Ariella and Thor.
Hi. My name is Ariella, and I'm just as a cheetah. And my mom made this one, and I made this one.
Cool.
And Thor, show yours. This is Thor's.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes. How about eyes?
That's
Very
really cool,
creative.
Thor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'm going to quickly share something on my screen. So before this event, we had a little monster eye challenge for you. So I'm going to show you what that monster eye challenge is in just 1 second. Do, 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 do. Just need 1 more second. So we gave you guys a template before this event to show you how to monsterify your house. So we looked at, Scenic Sally showed us how to make some different eyes. He showed us how to make the lines and the curves and the pupils so that they could look angry or happy or goofy. And you guys all did a great job of customizing your bats and making them look different. But this template shows you how to make monster eyes, so you could turn a toilet or a chair or your favorite stuffy or a garbage can or anything you want in your house into monsters. So we're gonna just quickly go back to Scenic Sally. We don't have time to show you exactly how to do it, but there is a template that we got when you registered for this event that shows you just how to do this. And we want you to do this, continue the creativity after this event so you can monsterify your house. So we're just gonna go quickly back to Scenic Sally and he'll share some information about how to make these monster eyes.
So as Magenta was saying, we've got some monster eyes here. And we can put them wherever you want. If you want to put them on your pumpkins, they make it a whole lot of fun. Oops, as good as I say. So we can make our pumpkins a little bit monsterized. You can put them on yourself and make yourself monsterized. But all you're going to need for these guys, you're going to need some crayons. Usually 4 different colors work well. A black, another dark color, and then a light color, and actually a 3rd dark color. But they're, like Magenta said, we have a template up so that you guys can monsterize your house, and we would love to see a whole bunch of pictures of the different things that you guys monsterize, because I had a lot of fun making our monster eyes. I'm sure you guys will too.
Ooh, I'm just gonna spotlight Callie Mae because she has her monster eyes with her. Callie Mae, if you want to show us your monster eyes again. Cool.
Nice. Did you have fun making those? Yeah. I think they're a lot of fun to make.
Hands up if you think you're gonna monsterize something in your house after this hour. Okay, awesome. So we're really excited to see all of your creations. If you want to take a quick picture of your bat or your monster house, what you can do is you can ask your grown-ups if they want to share it on our social media, and that's at Imagine Arts Acad. All the information is in the confirmation email that you got, and that's on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, because we definitely want to see all of the creative stuff that you guys made. And we are so happy that you joined us. We're coming to the end. We have 5 minutes left, and we want you to still stay tuned because we have a prize draw for you right now. So we're gonna find out who won the Crayola prize pack. So we're gonna go back to Scenic Sally. We're gonna do a drum roll. You guys are all muted right now, but I think you should do a drum roll still. We hear you. Drum roll. And the winner is?
The winner is, oops, let's get one in there. Elizabeth Highcamp. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Well, I'll give her a clap. Yay. I think we should give everyone on this call a clap because you guys did a great, great job with your bats and with your monster eyes.